Hi, I'm Judy Wright. I'm a physician, a speaker, an educator, healthcare advocate, food allergy expert, and co host of the Queens on Call podcast. And I first learned about Lisa Phillips while scrolling on Facebook back in 2017. Truth be told, I had become interested in real estate investing for a number of reasons, you know, namely being able to leave a legacy for, at the time, our first child, but also start to build for what would be our retirement. Yes, we have a ways to go, but it's good to be building for that. The day of having pensions, everybody having pensions are gone, and we have to think about that. So that was my why. I had actually taken a course, it was pretty expensive, and while I won't say it wasn't a good course, it just wasn't for me. Um, and it was a lesson. Everything's not for you, and it was a lesson for me, an expensive one, but it was a lesson for me. And so I kind of stayed away from it, but started to get the bug again in 2016. So when this popped up in my social media feed in 2017, I was like, whoa. And I started to read about it. I asked to join the regular group for sub 30,000 real estate investing, and just, following what some of the people in the group were saying. And then I wanted to talk to Lisa. And Lisa actually, spoke with me one to one, as she does with everyone else, speaks to you one to one to see if you're actually ready to work on pulling the trigger and getting real estate investment property. So I did that. Somewhere near the end of 2017, I went to a retreat, which by the end of that 3-day retreat, I was just like, this is what I am going to do. But I felt I needed a little bit more. I'm a busy person. So sometimes just listening for me, just listening on a course, which I had already signed up for, the online course, which is self-paced, sometimes that's not enough. And so I also signed up for the group coaching, which was phenomenal because it is Lisa actually going through with you. You bring properties you're looking at, and she goes through it. Let's go through the numbers. She goes through what she does when she's looking at properties, even online, and what she does when she actually goes out to see the properties, and how to find, a good realtor, and how to think about finding funding and all of that. So just phenomenal to be able to bounce off of other people and also do the same thing in the mastermind group. So this is what worked for me. And in 2018, we pulled the trigger and bought our investment property, our first low income investment property. And by low income, it doesn't mean that we're not making good rent from it. We actually are, for the cost that we got it for. We actually are making good income from this investment property. So while I haven't gotten another one due to certain life circumstances, we're actually looking to pull the trigger again and very soon. I would say if you were thinking about doing doing property, but you get a little iffy if it's a very expensive property, you would feel more comfortable working on a property that doesn't cost as much. And if you don't have any issues with working in a community that may not be a level A community, but it definitely is not a crime infested community either. This is a chance for you to help build community. This is a chance for you to actually provide a service. This is a chance for you to get real estate investing and start building a legacy. This is a chance for you to build out your long-term future, your retirement future. I would say, talk to Lisa Phillips, think about it, give it a try. I do not believe you will be disappointed.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on real quick and share my experience with the Ancestral Alchemy group 5-week program. I took it with Lisa and some other beautiful women, and it was definitely a shift in how I am approaching my real estate ventures, and how I'm approaching life in general. The beautiful thing is that she introduced us. We got to ask, right? We got to ask our ancestors, because we're not doing this alone and we don't know everything. So we can ask for guidance. We ask for support. We ask for anything and everything that we're looking for to accomplish in our personal lives and business. So this was it was really eye-opening. I was already, praying and meditating, but this kind of kicked it up a notch, and I am just so grateful for the experience. I learned new techniques and my affirmations and in my meditating, and just simply, again, just how to ask. You don't even think about those simple things of just asking. And then also looking for those submarkets, looking for those markets that aren't oversaturated, that still have some meat on the bone, because there's a lot of places, a lot of big cities out here, a lot of metro areas that are oversaturated and it's been picked over. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely take the class again. It was so good.
Okay. It's definitely worth joining Lisa Phillips' group coaching. Because if you follow any of the real estate personalities online, there's quite a bit of information in regards to just navigating. And there's actually quite a few different ways to get involved with real estate. But I would say definitely read Lisa Phillips' book. She's got a book. It's definitely good information. And I feel like it helps you along the way. She breaks things down very concisely, makes it easier to swallow. And definitely group coaching definitely helps. A lot of great information, great people, great vibes. Yeah, definitely jump on. It's worth it. It's worth it. It may cost a grip, but think of it this way: you spend a little bit today, and you spend a lifetime building a legacy that you can